The spare tire. So I get up today and I come out. I'm ready for work. I got to get to work. Got about 10 minutes. No problem. I got this in the bag. Saturday morning. Everything's done. Got my push-ups, feeling good, ready to go. Come out. My tire's flat. Almost all the way flat. And then I find the big screw in it. Okay, no problem. So I send a message to my boss, even pictures of my tire saying, hey, I'm not going to be there. Not right off. I got to get this tire, fixed before I can, do anything and travel safely. So my position can't operate. My job, my center can't operate without me there or somebody at my level. So they send me a text back, hey, we can't open or we can't run without you. I understand that, but I still have to get this taken care of. So the spare tire is twofold because I didn't have a spare tire. This is a car that I bought last year. It's kind of on the fly. It was a good deal, but I'm missing two things. I'm missing a spare tire and an extra key. My job is missing a spare tire and somebody that can back up in case of emergency, because an emergency can strike at any time like a flat tire can. And so we have to be prepared for that. So I definitely understand my end of things, and it happens. And it could have been a different emergency. It may not have been a flat tire. It could have been sickness. It could have been injury. It could have been something with a loved one. So a lot of times jobs really need to be able to have that spare tire. Just like you can be driving along and your tire blows out from the heat. It runs over a nail or something just happens where the tread falls off. It's a faulty tire. You got to have a spare tire. Got to have a backup plan when it comes to some of that stuff. Now, my backup plan is to come and get this repaired, but I could have been in a place where I wasn't able to just say, I'm going to drive it, right to the nearest tire shop and wait for it to open. So sometimes we have to be more mindful of that. So this is a definite calling to myself, first and foremost, to say, I gotta have a backup plan. I gotta have something like that. I gotta have things that don't leave me stranded. And this is just not for a vehicle. You are your vehicle. So sometimes don't leave yourself stranded. But in this context, I'm talking about an actual automobile and the planning that we have utilizing such automobiles should something go wrong, and to places like jobs. Now, I understand jobs, companies, they want to cut money, they want to cut funds, they want to save where they can, and sometimes you're just understaffed, which is the case in my position, but I still have to get this fixed. I still have to be able to travel safely, not only for myself, but for the people around me and for the people who might travel in my car. We don't need needless accidents trying to do too much just to appease somebody else who didn't have a spare tire. Because my job is not going to appease and say, well, you won't get, a tardy point because you didn't have a spare tire. That it's a back and forth. It's a mutual exchange. I can't appease them. They can't appease me. And that's okay. That's okay. They're lessons learned, though. And hopefully mine is definitely to, look into getting a spare tire or something that I'm able to safely be able to replace and move along safely, travel safely. And there should be to absolutely have people on call in such a necessary, vital position to help run a place of business. So hopefully this makes sense. What do you guys think on the spare tire analogy? Have you been there on the flat tire side or on the business end where there are necessary people in place that aren't there because of things that were beyond their control? Extenuating circumstances happen all the time. How are we prepared to adapt to them? My thing is, personally, flat tire, I'm grateful to have a car to have even had a flat tire. I know that's a wild thought for a lot of people, but I'm grateful just to have a car to have had a flat tire. Let that sink in. There's people who would like to have a car just to live in, much less drive to a job. Number two, I'm grateful to have a job to be able to not get to on time because I have a flat tire, because I have a car. You see how blessings can be abundant when you count them in the proper perspective. But if it's, oh, everything happens to me, I can't believe it, my tire's flat, I spilled coffee on myself. Well, you had a cup of coffee. There's a lot of people who don't even have that. A lot of people who can't have that because of their health, but that's a whole different thing. So we have to turn these things in proper perspectives. And that's my greatest spare tire, is perspective, is to look at things objectively, sometimes subjectively, and say, okay, cool, this too shall pass. I can understand that. I can deal with it, rather than allowing it to consume me with some sort of emotion that isn't necessary. So again, I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are just on all of this in general. Leave in the comments, Ace Up the Sleeve, advice, comment, experience. Would love to hear what you guys have to say on the matter. And as always, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. Peace, love, unity, solidarity, and as always, subscriptions and videos. So stick around. They're almost open.